guys, it's LPS Honey and welcome to a new video. So I have some insanely exciting news, and to be honest, this video in general just excites me so much because I've been kind of planning this for at least 2 months now, and I am so excited to finally share this with you guys. There has been so many exciting developments regarding the 2024 LPS releases, and while I have been trying to keep you guys updated, I've also been working on my own little projects on the side. Basic Fun themselves have actually been teasing new LPS molds recently, but before they even announced that, I was kind of playing with the idea of making my own LPS. And after seeing fellow LPS tubers like LPS Cobalt make videos about 3D printed LPS, I thought, why not make my own video showing you guys what I've been doing kind of behind the scenes. So let me show you guys the first LPS mammoth to ever be made. Ta-da! Here he is! I am so freaking excited to share this with you guys. So this is my custom made LPS mammoth. It was made by me and my boyfriend. He is completely 3D printed and painted by yours truly. So I thought I'd make a video just showing you guys the whole painting and printing process, as well as just showing him off in detail. So let's just take a look at him as he is. This is the final product. He has been sealed with a matte varnish and he is fully painted with acrylic paints. I was debating glossing up the eyes, but I thought for now I would leave them matte and let you guys let me know your opinion in the comments down below. Do you think I should add some gloss varnish to the eyes or leave them as matte? I do add a lot of gloss to my LPS customs, but I kind of think this one looks good just with the matte eyes. So let me know your opinions in the comments down below. As for the details on this little guy, he is a kind of light brown base with dark brown hair and kind of a medium brown detailing on the ears, as well as just all over the body to kind of give it that fuzzy, almost like dirty look, which I really love. I also painted his tongue and mouth and his little nails on his feet at the bottom. His tusks were left the original like plastic that this was printed with, the filament. It was used using white filament, and I will insert a little clip of this pet printing as I talk about it because the whole process was filmed by my boyfriend, so thank you so much to him. He is the one with the 3D printer. I don't personally own one. He's the one who knows all about... Oh my god, there's a bird. He's the one who knows... I'm about to square up with the local bird population, but he is the one who knows all about 3D printing and 3D modeling and all of that, so I have to give him such a huge massive thank you because we did discuss it, but he is the like brains behind making it. So it was completely 3D printed using white filament. The body and head were printed separately. So when I got my hands on it, he had already put the head on the body and the tusks were left the original color that they were printed because I wanted to keep them that way. I also painted the eyes white and black. I didn't actually add any color, which is kind of like what LPS are known for, but I kind of thought that it looked better just with the black and white, and we all know me and my terrible eye painting skills, so I thought I had a good look going and I just wanted to keep it that way. So I'm sure you guys are curious to see how he compares size wise and of course next to an official LPS. A few things I wanted to say is that he is lighter than a normal LPS and his head is a bit thin. This was our first attempt really at doing this with a non-official LPS mold, so we weren't sure exactly how it would look when printed out, but now that we've seen it, we are actually like messing around with the mold, well at least my boyfriend is, and trying to make the head a bit thicker so it looks more LPS like from the side because he's a bit thin in the brain. I mean, he ain't the sharpest tool in the shed. Like I said, this was our first attempt, so it's not polished and it's not perfect, but I think it looks amazing, and it's honestly such a great look at what a possible LPS mammoth could look like, because who knows, maybe Basic Fun may make one in the future. So let's compare this guy to some G2 LPS, because I'm sure you're all eager to see what it looks like next to them. And after that, I'm actually going to show you guys the whole process for this pet, from the printing to the painting and to the final product. So I have two different G2 LPS to compare our mammoth with, and the first is probably the closest LPS that we have in Generation 2, and that is the LPS elephant. As you can see, there is quite a few differences. The mammoth is bigger, which is kind of what you want because it was such a colossal animal. And the trunk is bigger, it has these big amazing tusks. The only thing that's kind of smaller is, besides the head size being a bit smaller in general, the ears are actually smaller on this mammoth. But I kind of like it. I feel like the G2 LPS elephants always had these massive ears, which, don't get me wrong, are cute, but I feel like the mammoth has this really fuzzy, adorable look, and I kind of like how different the ears look. As for the bodies, the mammoth is of course massive compared to the elephant, which is again what you want, it being a larger animal in general. My only thing that I would change, and it's kind of what I've already mentioned me and my boyfriend are working on, is making the head a bit thicker at the back to kind of resemble more of a G2 LPS. And the second LPS for comparison is this collie. I feel like it's always good to compare to main 5 LPS because it's what most people are used to, and I think it also gives you a good scale for sizing. Like I said, this is a big mammoth, okay? It's a big LPS, and that's kind of what I was hoping for. It's not too big though, to the point where it's not usable as an LPS. I feel like it fits in really well in general, and it kind of just flows perfectly. I feel like if I was better at painting and added the color in the eyes to an untrained person who doesn't really collect G2 LPS, this could definitely pass for an old LPS and fool a lot of people. So now that we've had a bit of a comparison with our G2 LPS, and standing next to this mammoth, I just realized how tiny my mascot really is. Let's take a look at how he was made, because like I said, I filmed majority of the process and my boyfriend filmed the printing at his house. So I'm going to show you guys how it was done and add some commentary, and yeah. So here's what the 3D model looked like for our LPS. This is actually the updated model, but once the model was put into the 3D printing program, my boyfriend started printing it out. The body was printed first, and as you can see between the legs, it has some support beams. Those kind of just pull off, and it's mainly there to keep the plastic from kind of caving in on itself. Also, the head is on a ball joint, as you can see. Then we printed the head. This is actually the updated head design as well. So the head is actually a bit thicker, and it's also missing the tusks because the tusks are printed separately now. But I thought I'd still include this because I don't have any footage of the original head being printed. But here it is, unpainted. My boyfriend already placed the head on the body when I received it from him, and I just think it looks so cool. The head is actually movable because, like I mentioned, it is on a ball joint. There isn't a lot of movement though, but it is cool that you can move it. It is just a bit stiff. So once it was all printed, I decided to give it a rub down with some sandpaper and then also spray it with acrylic varnish. I got all my paints ready and just started painting. I really recommend spraying it with some kind of varnish. Mine is a matte varnish, and it really helps the paint stick really, really well. I'm always a bit worried about painting too messy, but the varnish really helped the paint kind of just come together and not look so streaky. So after a couple coats, the body color was looking pretty good, and I moved on to the more intricate details such as the eyes and the mouth. And I was nervous doing this because really the eyes are make it or break it with LPS, and I'm just not the best. I really don't know how people do it so well. I also went in and painted details like the hair and ears, different shades of brown, just to give it a bit more depth and just to make it look a bit more like a real LPS. there you have it, guys, the first LPS mammoth to make its appearance here on LBS Tube. I really hope you guys liked the video and his design in general and the paint that I chose to use, because obviously I wasn't too sure what colors to paint in, but I think he turned out so cute. I actually have another 3D printed LPS in the works, which I am super excited to do, but I won't give any spoilers in this video because obviously it isn't finished yet, but look out for some more unique LPS designs in the future. Thank you guys so much for watching this video. If you enjoyed, like always, please don't forget to like, comment, and of course subscribe, and I'll see you next time with a new video. Bye guys!